EverQuest time. Hey, when's the last time you seen me play Wipeout for more than just one res? Probably been a while, right? I haven't played Wipeout in a bit, but that changes now. Thursday morning, Rise and Grind. Hey, oh, whoa. Got the Bob's Burgers mug. Hold on. Check it out. It's color changing and my coffee's hot, so it's doing the thing. But the thing is green, so you probably can't see it anyway. Anyways, what's going on? How you doing? Getting started over here, literally, quite literally, lagging through the vampire bat caves. We're good. Level 57. I shouldn't be getting aggro anyway. Let's see what's spawned in the past couple days. I saw some corpses at the zone line. Players were here. We got a supplier and an assassin. The assassin's holding an SBD, it looks like. Supplier? Who knows? Could be a bag. Let's start with this. Let's just go right for it. Let's passy this thing. Passy that thing. As soon as it lets me. Okay. Let's see. Bonfire. The one I want. Alright. Blast this thing. Shouldn't be too hard. One of those was a cast, one of those was a proc. Which one was which? I really like Wipeout. Honestly, battle clerics are underrated. Alright. I don't really want to waste the mana casting on when I could just proc, right? Come on. Just proc. We could even switch weapons now. I don't need a big proc. I could take a Chardock Hammer proc. Wow. My passy wore off, which means the assassin was about to join in too, huh? Alright. Let's get started over here. Right? Wasn't I just getting hit by another ghoul? Or it just walked over to me? Yonder Wiley, what's going on? How you doing? We're just getting started over here. I'm not sure who popped this assassin and supplier. Like I said, somebody was down here. I saw two corpses at the zone line, player corpses from about today's Thursday morning. It would have been like Tuesday night. All right, light burlap sack rotting. If anybody wants a sack, it's that ass up. Hurry up. Go. Take this little dagger. Rocked on it twice with the Chardock hammer. Listen, I like this thing. Nice stats, nice damage delay, and it procs a lot. I don't know if it procs more than Dawnfire. I like to believe it does. As much as I wish Dawnfire would proc the most. I feel like we're at 3 procs this fight. It's so hard to tell though, right? If the hammer was on, or the Dawnfire was on, maybe that would have proc 3 times by now. Who knows? I guess they do have a proc modifier stat, right? One of them secret stats. Let's check it out on the wiki. Bonfire P99 wiki. See if this has some sort of. I remember looking at this stat back on retail when I was warrior, doing everything I could to try to proc. To dig deep, but I don't think this seems to say anything now. But maybe if I type proc in the search bar on the wiki. Weapon procs. Proc rates. Some weapons have a higher adjusted procs per minute rate, and some are adjusted downwards. So they don't have Dawnfire on the list, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess they don't have Engraved Deathbringer. Yeah. Okay, hold on. This isn't alphabetical. Let's search the list. Dawnfire, yes. Dawnfire has a. Wait. So it doesn't tell you what the proc rate modifier is. It just tells you weapons with proc. Okay, useless. Thanks, Wiki. That was very helpful. Ghoul Cavalier's up. I said Goblin. Well, I got goblins on the brain right now. Alright. That's good. Got the shoulders. Check the Executioner out while we're here. Oh, fuck. So let's check the Executioner out while we're here. What we got? Nope. Placeholder. I came for XP, and yet here I am looking at all the money drops. I'm looking for X. I'm looking for Cav. Not what I came for. All right, let's see what's that Frenzy. I was gonna do like Lord Hallway. That was my what I imagined this morning. Let's check the Sentinel while we're here. Might as well. Nope. Placeholder. Alright. I'll put the Lev back on. All that work for a Lev cloak, I might as well use it, you know? Ooh. Okay. Well, shit. What a bountiful Guck harvest this morning, you know what I mean? Just for us. Me and you, and anybody else watching right now. We get to enjoy this. And I'm going to buff up a little bit. I feel like that'd be smart play. Some resists. You know what? I might even symbol. Who knows? Feeling crazy, might symbol. Oh my god. That's why I don't symbol, because the fizzle. And I fizzle because I don't symbol. It's a vicious cycle. You know what I mean? What came first? Alright, we need big stun. Probably a couple stuns. Want the root. I don't know if I care about the gate being up. Probably want my heal over time still up too, just to be safe. Oof. Alright, maybe after the passy I can go to a nullify. I have one stun up. 50 mana. 50 mana is not enough. You need the whole mana bar till the AM. Just how it goes for me. I mean, unless I get real lucky with procs, but counting on getting lucky with procs. That's the step one to not getting any procs, right? If you're counting on it, that ain't happening. So anyway, let's continue to wait a little bit. Get some mana. Still waking up. I'm still caffeinating. I got a long day ahead of me. But it's Thursday. The weekend's right around the corner. You know what I mean? And I know for one, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Not only, you know, for the relief that is, but also this weekend is Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025, number 42. That's right, Sunday. It starts at, you know, this time, 6 a.m. But instead of just being a 2 hour stream like today, it goes on for 7 hours. That's like a full shift. I don't take a lunch break. You know what I mean? That's a full shift. Get a lot of EverQuest adventures accomplished every Sunday. Oh, heard cat scrambles. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but they're scrambling. Just fed them right before the stream started, and you know how it goes. Now they gotta burn off the calories, zooming around a little bit. That one sounded like Chester. You can kind of tell. I don't know. Sometimes I'm wrong though. I swear they do like ventriloquist stuff to try to throw me off right when I think I got it figured out. Wait, what's this here? 66%. Getting there. All right. Battle Cleric. Do the Battle Cleric set here, right? We got the PvP stun lap. Only used after proccing Tash, right? You gotta hit him with the Tash first. Otherwise, this is not. You're not holy mighting anything. Of course, we got the Golem one. You know I don't leave home without at, at least 5 charges of Golem one. Let's face it. Anybody wants a J boot? I got most of the MQ right here, right? Ring of the Ancients. That's a bottleneck, perhaps you might say. You might not. You know, maybe the bottleneck's Hasten Boot Strutter being up. Maybe the bottleneck is the Shadow Rapier. You know, I don't know. Just a word, bottleneck. Does it mean anything? All right, Dawnfire. We got obviously heavy in the rotation down here. J Boots, yeah, I sure wish. I sure wish I could click these down here, but you know, we're indoors. Ring of Shadows with 1 charge. Good. Excellent. I'm giving you a full tour of the bag. Some EQ PvPers would, you know, even in a screenshot, they would censor all this info out. You know? Maybe that's smart of them. Maybe I'm the, you know, maybe I could learn a thing or two, but it's all right. I'm chilling. Crown the Froglock Kings, of course. You know I wear the crown. Let's keep going. Let's keep digging. Nothing too exciting in here. Some loot. Generic loot. And my drink. You know what? Let's generic loot. Paradox getting low, down to 30. Might be time to restock that. Like I said, you know I always got that thing on me. Of course, pumices too. This one's 1 charge. This one is 3. Mixing and matching. I was having fun. I mean, I had a fresh ring. I think that was recently handed over to me. I appreciate that. It might have been a different ring, but it was a ring of shadows nonetheless. Tooth of Great Divide. What in the slacker hell is that? Why do I got 57 cleric? The Tooth of Great Divide. We gotta get a TL going one of these days. Anyway, that's I'm sure coming not handy right there. Not having the CS tooth. 90 mana. This is probably good enough now. Especially if I switch weapons. Let's see what my mana bar looks like. Yeah, look at that. It's because the Dawnfire, it doesn't quite have the stats. 8 wisdom difference made up for, you know, whatever that was, a third of a bubble. It's something. It's something. My wisdom's not very high. 197. I'm a battle cleric. I said that before. Anyways, let's without further ado attempt to pacify here. All right, and if I can land the passing on the AM, then that means I can pull it at my leisure, right? Here we go. Mem another one of these. So I got 2 stuns up. 6 and 7 are my stuns on the hotkeys, not on the bar, on this bar. Let's get it. I'm going for one more dispel. Oh, he hit me with the big one. The biggin. You can flag. Was a little off timing on my stuns there, but okay. Now he rooted me and I forgot to root him. Will that come into play? Let's root him back up. Ooh, it still wore off already. I gotta get a ring 8 on this cleric, honestly. That would look good. Oh, hit me with the root. Oh, God. I started my nuke right when he started his nuke, and I was like, I thought I had a little window there. All good. Another heal on myself. Didn't check slash who for a minute there. That would have been. Imagine somebody sneaking up. All right. All my mana. Better land. I'm cooked. All right, there we go. Pants. Classic. Guck provides, all right? Don't you worry about it. Silver silk leggings have been acquired. Anyways, let's get some mana. Big time. I just had to clean that up. That wasn't even my plan this morning. I wasn't like, oh, let me go get up and kill the AM. No, no, no. Somebody left that. The gift. Night shift. Night shift left me a little mess to clean up this morning. That's fine, you know? I'm used to it. Let's perhaps think about moving. If somebody was here camping AM, they could pop back in, potentially right here, right? This is a nice little hallway people camp out in, for sure. Makes a nice little hallway for me to sit in. But if I'm out of mana, low HP, maybe that's not the time to be at the place. Move a little bit. I do want to kill that Cavalier. Not that this spot right here is any less, you know, poppin' than AM could be, but I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. It's a spot. I don't think there's repops up top yet, huh? Should be just one up. Sit here a sec. Let it out. Anyways, how's everybody doing this morning? It's great to see you on bright and early on a Thursday morning. Of course, Tuesday afternoon was fun. Played a little Mega Bonk. I don't, th- I don't think I've necessarily accomplished anything other than having my best run yet by the numbers. It's like 9K or something like that. I don't know. It was not 5 digits of bonkage, but it was getting there. Um, took a day off from Mega Bonk yesterday. I'll give my hands a little break. By the end of the stream, I don't know what was wrong with, like, I was having some sort of disconnect between my brain and my hand where it's like every time I would select an item, which is frequent, right? You got, or whatever, they give you the three choices, interrupt the gameplay to put it up on the screen for you all the time. And I was getting to a point where every single time I had to choose an item, when I would go back to the game, I'd be like, shit, where does my hand go? Like, I couldn't, you know what I mean? The more I played, the, like, worse it was getting for, which I think means step back. Step back for a sec. You know what I mean? It's not like, and the keys I was looking for was wads. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fine with wads. I know where wads are. I just was forgetting where wads were more and more during that Mega Bonk stream, though. I was all bonked out. It was fun, though. Uh, almost beat the tier 3 boss, we'll say. No, not really. I got to the tier 3 boss. First time I ever went on a tier 3 run, made it to the boss. And I didn't know you need to charge the shrines in the distance. I was not aware of that. Now that I know that, I'll try to do that. And maybe it'll go a little better. I think I spent like a minute trying to fight like an invulnerable boss, not knowing why it wasn't working. So anyway, it was a good run. Tier 3 runs take a long time, huh? One of my praises for the game was that it's like, you could do like 5 minute runs. That's cool, Zip dee doo dah, but tier 3, not. You're not doing that in 5 minutes. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any real tricks to gain mana over here. I don't think I can, like, Yelp wouldn't help me out or anything like that, right? I just gotta med the old fashioned way. Brad bless. A little downtime is good for a game. It gives you time to reflect on your choices that led you to such a predicament. For me, I wanted to kill the AM, and I'll stand on that business. Um, just because it was pants doesn't mean I regret it. Do I know anything? Gotta bonk the charge. I know, right? It makes sense in hindsight. It makes perfect sense, especially since it was pretty clear the boss wasn't taking damage once he turned like got the blue armor around himself. Like it was pretty, which seemed to be drawing power from a shrine. You know what I mean? Like it's obvious in hindsight, but at the moment, you know what I mean. You got real like you know go back to just instinct. Whatever. It wasn't working out for me. I'll try it again. I will. I will triumph over Megabonk. I only have 2 characters to unlock. One of them I just need to beat that tier 3 boss. Maybe twice. But maybe just once. And then I gotta beat Desert tier 2. I guess there's nothing that requires Desert tier 3, right? I was looking at something. I was probably on Steam, like just clicking around in the community page there, and somebody wrote something about the achievements or whatever, and they point out there's nothing in Desert Tier 3 that you have to do. Terrific. I'm gonna skip it. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, until they go back and add an achievement for Desert Tier 3. Like I'm good. Like I can't even beat Desert Tier 2 yet. But all right. Just gotta, remember where the keys are, get lucky every step of the way, and not screw it up. That's all you gotta do. EverQuest, on the other hand, gain knowledge, determination, and preparation, right? That's all you need. You don't really need to get as lucky in EverQuest. I mean, it could go the opposite. You could have like a streak of terrible luck and like die doing something that, you succeeded 1,000 other times on with ease. But I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need to get lucky in EverQuest to, unless you're doing like some real challenging solo stuff or punching above your weight class in general. Yeah, you would need to get lucky, sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a path, there's a way. Just take luck out of the equation. Just play smart, know when to run away, stuff like that. This is coming from a guy who dies 3 times per stream over here. No. Sometimes. I wonder what my average death per stream is. It's probably less than one. Because, yeah, for the most part, I am choosing wiser battles and playing smart, I would hope. But when I do die on stream, it's usually a streak of them. Let's face it. Like that gnome stream. How many times did I die in the gnome stream? Probably 3 or 4. Good shit. I think the gnome stream raised the average of deaths per stream. Um, it was a great stream. Any of the Noob Yard PvP ones. We got to do another Noob Yard PvP stream. I don't even want to wait till number 50. Number 50 of the Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025. Um, you know, it seems like an obvious choice. We got to do something special. But I don't want to wait till then. I'm thinking maybe number 45. We'll do another Noob Yard PvP event. And then maybe we'll do another one for 50 also. But those were just really fun, Where we went to Kanos last time, right? And we got jumped. That's like so long ago now. That was like springtime, maybe? Shout out to Thunderpig and Brahmi. They're trying to put some hurting on us that stream. It was fun. I haven't seen those guys on in a while. Maybe they're playing Quarm or something. I keep hearing Quarm, Quarm, Quarm. Everybody, I even got a message on Discord yesterday about Quarm. I still gotta read and reply to it again. I'm behind on my Discord messages. Let's see. Trying to recruit me for Quorum. Oh, right, right. But yeah, they're saying it's fun. They're saying there's a ton of red folks playing there. I mean, that explains where they're all at, because if I check the who all list, it's me and Dotaway. What up? The few the proud. It's still early and it's a weekday. You know what I mean? Like I'll come up with cope all day if you need me to explain away the low pop. Um, but I know what it is. I see it. I see the single digits. It was better in the evening. I popped on in the evening recently, and the server was popping. This is not indicative. 2 players, it's not. Anyway, Dotaway is level 60. Nope. high 50s like me. Nottoway is level 57. Druid, right? Yes. I think they were in flowers for a bit. So if they left, of course I gotta go KOS mode, you know? It's just the rules. Um anyways. I think they're doing their own thing, farming wherever they're farming. I'm doing my own thing, farming wherever I'm farming. This is like the most peaceful PvP server ever right now. Holding hands and singing Kumbaya. Why am I running away? I was gonna go pull this, I think. Keep matting. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I don't have enough mana yet though, so I gotta practice the skill I'm the worst at. Sitting here patiently and not pulling. This is tough. This takes practice. This is like casting symbol. One of those things I've not yet done enough to be good at it. I gotta keep practicing. I gotta practice sitting still, meditating, they call it, right? I didn't grow up playing this game as a caster. You know, I played a warrior. If I had HP, I could pull. I still kind of like run with that sometimes as a Shadow Knight. If I have enough mana for one Feign Death, I'm fine, right? Cleric doesn't have that luxury, right? What, have the mana for one gate and pretend I'm fine? No. Doesn't work like that. I mean, I guess, if it's something I can really melee, but you know what I'm saying. I need mana. I need that blue bar to cast stuff. That's it. Simple. Gotta cast to win. Anyway, at least this room's relatively easy. Got a dark green bloodthirsty, a blue Darghoul, which is nice. That's nice XP. And a greeny wizard. Bloodthirsty and the Dar are tough, you know. Bloodthirsty has a ton of HP. Dar's no slouch either. Even higher level than the Bloodthirsty. I think the Bloodthirsty is probably the harder of the two. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I don't want to fight them at the same time. The easy one will be the one that gets procced on the most. The hard one will be the one that doesn't. So. All right. Refilled my coffee. Hey, if you're caffeinating, cheers. Bob's Burger mug full of warm bean juice coming at you. Delicious. I love coffee now. I told you when I first drank coffee, I thought it was terrible. I thought you had to choke it down. I thought it was supposed to be a not enjoyable adult beverage. And then I tried it with cream and sugar, and it all made sense suddenly. Uh, it took me a while to understand. Now I just drink it with creamer, flavored creamer. I don't need no sugar. It's sweet enough. blast this bloodthirsty. It does have a small damage shield on from a wizard neighbor, but I'm not super worried about that. It's like probably 2 damage shield. I took off the haste. I want more procs per swing, right? Is that how it works? That's the theory anyway. Oh shit, why am I pacifying it? Alright, I'm gonna heal myself after this round. And then back to blasting. I haven't gotten a single proc. It's crazy. Uh-oh. Sheesh. Bloodthirsty, no joke. I got 0 procs. So, I mean, I said the Bloodthirsty would be the hard one. I said whichever one got procced on the least would be the hard one. I think Bloodthirsty is the perfect storm right now. 0 procs plus hard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about all this. Maybe I'm in the gate now. Can't heal myself yet. Still no. Alright, healing myself. Hopefully I just go toe to toe with it now. But I don't know. These bloodthirsties hit like trucks. I would scroll up to look at how much damage, but then I'll miss the root break message as it immediately comes for me, right? That's how that will go. As soon as I scroll up. I'm just gonna chill. Hopefully I get enough mana for a stun. Between stun plus, you know, my regular swing DPS. I'm not even counting on a proc. I just want to hit it with the hammer a couple times. Alright, didn't get hit sitting. Crucial, right? That would have hurt. Keep going for the pacify thinking it's stun. I hate that. I hate they look the same. Maybe I go for a root and back up again. Oh my god. Stunned me way over there. So I traded, you know, good fifth of my HP for 100 damage to it. You know, no proc, no good. Need that proc. I'm a battle cleric. I need my real weapon over here. My secret weapon, my procs. Let's go, please. I even took off the haste. That's how desperate for procs I was. Sitting it out. Maybe next tick I'll have enough. Alright. Another heal on myself. Last of my mana. Feeling pretty good about this now. Landed a proc. Barely did anything because Bloodthirsties are fucking tanks. Oof. Landed another proc. He's hanging on by a thread. Come on. There we go. That was way harder than it needed to be, right? For a green con? Come on. It's dark green, though. I see XP. I think we made a gain. I see, you know what I mean? That's like a little droplet. We got a droplet of XP in the bar. Hell yeah. This dark blue Dargul will be the real the real treat here once I'm ready. Totally not ready yet. Well, got the hard one out of the way, right? The Dargul will be the easy one. I got 2 procs on that Bloodthirsting. They were at the very end of the fight. Hey, got them when I needed them, really. But if I'd gotten them earlier, I wouldn't have needed them like that. Maybe we get lucky next time. I don't know. What does anybody else take off haste? Any other haste clicker offers out there that when you really want the procs, or do you keep the haste on? What's your go-to over there? I went with this. Or I went with clicking off Captain Nailout's quick. Maybe I'll try this fight with the haste on. In theory, it doesn't change your procs per minute, right? Only your procs per swing are adjusted because you're getting less swings in the same minutes. I don't know. Seems like one of those things that you gotta test so much. You don't click off spell haste, but you take off warn haste. Droson, that's so funny. We're like the opposite on that. I leave my warn haste on. I think I have warn haste on this guy. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't. Um, do you think it makes a difference? Or do you think it's just like we're out here reaching for any little edge we could grab? The system adjusts your procs per minute depending on your weapon delay. Right. That's what I. Slower weapons have a higher chance, faster weapons have a lower chance per swing. So if you can get someone to slow you, even better. You should be proccing extra. Interesting. It's it's the theory I operate on. You know what I mean? Like I really try to go for it. You have a shaman friend who says he slows himself and almost always OT procs first swing. Yeah, I mean, if I was a shaman with a slow hammer, I would definitely try that out too. I think. Um, OT hammer is such a funny proc. You either get it first swing or you get it like after you clear half the zone. You know, at least in the PvP server though, we can just find a player corpse, stand there and turn attack on, and it'll eventually proc. But you won't see your swings and you won't get messages. Um, but it will proc. It works for a lot of procs. Pretty cool. Not life tap, not anything taps. You can't like steal strength with you know, any of those procs or stuff like that. That would be really cool though. I want to kill this Dar. I want to go back to see what spawned to Ass Up. I want to go back to see what spawned to AM. We're just getting started over here. Refilled my coffee. Feeling good. I'm halfway ready to start the day. Getting there. And I hope you're feeling good too. On this wonderful Thursday morning. Let's see the weather. It's supposed to be mostly sunny here today. That's a change. It's been like kind of gloomy. It was like stormy and then drizzly and gloomy. That's how it's been for the past little bit. So have a sunny day today. I'll take it. I'm gonna enjoy that. This big mana pool just takes so long. Oh my god. Something I never have to deal with on a Shadow Knight, right? Troll regen plus little mana pool. Even my worst downtime on a Shadow Knight, it's never that bad. Cleric downtime, oof, almost as bad as Druid downtime. Am I right? At least Druid's got a little trick, right? They eventually level 60, pot G, and what's that other one? They have like a self buff, right? With some mana regen. I don't know. I don't think my Druid's high enough to do any of that. So, Mask of the Hunter. I almost said that, but I figured that it sounds like a Ranger spell now that I'm thinking it. Okay, thank you, Drosong. Is that level 60 as well? The topic of mana pools, mana regen, downtime, game pacing, lots of this stuff has a lot of opportunity to come up. I know I might talk about it a lot, but it's topical because I'm sitting here, right? I'll try to get all my points out about it and then move on, right? Maybe in 2026. Maybe not. I got a lot of points to make about this topic. 59 or 60. Yeah, they make you really wait for that. Make you suffer. I'm still in the suffering phase of my druid journey. So is Dotaway, right? Dotaway is also 57, unless they just dinged. Oh, 57 druid all. One player. That's the other player online. The wolf form start getting mana regen and vision buffs. Eventually split the wolf form into attack buff plus run speed and give Mask of the Hunter for the mana / vision. Mask has to be cast outdoors will last like 3 hours. Oh, thank you for notifying me of that. I appreciate the knowledge there. Just one more reason to dispel the druids when you see them, right? Click your pumices, click your golem wands, whatever it takes. Strip those buffs, because at least one of those buffs could be giving them some mana regen. And last thing you want is your druid op to have mana. You know what I mean? Because if they have mana, they can cast spells. When they can cast spells, you're in for a world of pain. Stop that. Stop that at the source. The mana regen. Anyways, my tip. My tip for you. My other tip for fighting druids: keep 2 spells open, right? Let the dots hit you, and then dispel the dots. That's my tip. Get the Pachi off. That's minus 400 HP. That's as good as a nuke, right? You're taking off their regen, and you're basically nuking them. Get that 400. That's why they probably put it pretty deep. If I was a druid, there's no reason I'd be putting pot G in the first 4 buffs, right? That's golem wand range. I'd probably want that pot G number like 14 or 15. Let's face it. Maybe Sal 15, pot G 14, maybe. I don't know. There's arguments to be made about Sal being an early buff. Um, if you're gonna use like Spirited Cheetah, you're gonna lose your Sal anyway. So you know what I mean. Like planning to have your Sal in your kind of recast area. I wouldn't put it in the first four, I don't think, but I don't know. This is like some deep theory shit. Let's face it. What's going on, Swish? How you doing this morning? I'm just getting started over here. I'm for some reason thinking about pulling this Dar Dual Knight. Thinking about it, but I don't have the mana for that yet. I gotta be patient. I gotta practice patience. I gotta train meditate. I gotta like literally sit on my hands or something to keep from pulling this Dargul Knight without mana, because it's gonna rock me if I don't have the mana. I'm doing good in the grind. We killed the Archmagus, and let me tell you, Guck provides. In this situation, Guck provided pants. Hey, Brad Bless, classic as hell. But maybe we got to repop over there. Somebody was making a mess down here. I saw a couple player corpses at the zone line, and I saw Assassin up. Killed it for an SBD. Supplier up. Killed it for a rot bag, right? Bag rotted. Oh well. Saw the AM up. Killed it for pants. Saw the Cavalier up. Now I haven't killed the Cavalier yet, because I'm trying to stay focused on camps that give me XP, but before the end of the stream, that Cavalier's got to go. That's too juicy. That's like top tier money loot in this zone. Let's face it, hundreds of plat. But so I would say it's pretty good. You know, Guck provides. It's a blessed morning. So and I'm caffeinating. How are you doing, Swish? You already said you're good. I'm glad to hear it. Wisdom pauldrons, they are nice. I think I'm even still wearing them. How about that? I don't even have a second like PvP option in the bags. I guess I do. I could throw on the. All right, that would not be good. Got to get a Dark Elf Master for your Bard. Hey, maybe we got the assassin up, because I did just kill it. Swish. Next time I see the assassin up and he's not holding the dagger, I'll hit you up on Discord or something. I'll ping you. I'll ping you in the swamp. Oh, the Ultra Vision on the Dark Elf Mask is so good. It's something I never really appreciated until I, you know, started living life on a less, uh, what do you want to say? How do we say this? I think I made, I think it's Sussy. Sussy's vision isn't very good. Something like that. And then I put on the Dark Elf Mask and it's like, whoa. It's like, I didn't even realize it was nighttime. You know what I mean? Like as far as night and day, nighttime becomes daytime when you put on the Dark Elf Mask, or when you click it. On every server you make a bard, get Dark Elf Mask and farm Reapers. Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, I can help with anybody who needs Dark Elf Mask. I usually pull it to the zone line. That's an easy pull because it sees and viz. So you just I'm giving away all the secrets. Check this out. You cast this shield skin on yourself. A Shadow Knight, whatever it's called. Shield skin? I don't know. Whatever. Some little buff. Doesn't even have to be the big one. You don't even need this buff. It just makes it easier. And then you invis undead yourself. And you go poke your head up there. You gotta crest the ladder, you know what I mean? Your feet have to touch the platform. And then you immediately leave the ass up platform there. And if you didn't get the aggro because it was the server tick or whatever, it wasn't the server tick, whatever it is. I don't know how that shit works. If you need the server tick or you need to not get the server tick, whatever, try it again. And once that assassin turns on you, you used to see a frock. Now you can't even count on that. I don't know what's up with frocks in this zone on the server. But anyway, you run. You hit the water, and you hope that you're still ahead of it enough that it doesn't catch you in the water. Your swimming skill's high enough. Anyway, you can make it all the way to the zone line, and it'll chase you. You get no ads, right? Because none of the other stuff sees in Viz. This is how it should go anyway. That's the way it's been going for me. And having the shield skin, I think your invis will stay on even if you get hit. If the assassin clips you up there on the ledge, there's a chance that you'll still stay invis long enough to get the distance that you need on it. I don't know if that still works. I haven't gotten hit by it doing the pull in a while, but usually how I do it. Because the alternative would be helping a low level get to the camp, and I feel like that's way more work than just you know, while the low level gets to the zone line, you get the mob to the zone line, and then need to write these guck hacks down. Hey, Swish 2, don't worry. There is an archive of all the guck hacks. The only issue is you got to dig through, you know, what, 9 hours of EverQuest content per week that I'm uploading on YouTube in the form of past streams. They're all there, you know, for the past over a year. They're all there. There's that's a lot of guck hacks. You just got you got to dig through, you know. Can't double invis the lobby. Yeah, right, exactly. Double invis really helps. Okay, anyway, 60 mana. Let's take a little med break. Refill your coffees if you got it. I'm still here. Alright, Drosong just described full clearing down to Safeall, swapping to his wizard to catch up, just to get the wizard to the staff of the wheel spot in the hand room, and then clearing to hands. Describes the situation as scuffed. And Drosong, I want you to, you know, you got to look at it as ideal, right? You did it the way you could. How else are you going to get a low level down there without somebody holding your hand? You held your own hand, and you did it in a way that uses all the EQ skills, right, that are required, right? You got the game knowledge. You knew what to do and how to do it. It took the determination to actually get it done. And, you know, preparation was key. That's EQ. That's EQ all day. So thank you for that story. And yeah, and the staff of the wheel. I know the spot. I know the spot well, even though I've never played a wizard to that degree. I don't think I've ever even made a wizard yet. It's like now the one class I've never made. I have a level 9 monk, barely counts. I probably had a level 9 monk on retail. They're about the same level of geared. Uh, you couldn't find any IVU pots. Oh, right. IVU pots would make that a lot easier for you for sure. But even still, you gotta get the hand dead unless you get somebody to double invis you. I think, does the hand see regular invis? I'm not even sure right now. I know it's tricky. They made that purposely a tricky thing, and you overcame the obstacles. So, you know, pat yourself on the back for that. Your reward is the staff of the wheel. You know, asterisks, some other steps required, but it's pretty cool. Gotta appreciate the way the game makes you work for it. Anyway, I'm pulling this with 90 mana. Look at me not doing the thing that I said I was gonna do. And the one in Miracle Tunnel. I haven't done that one. That's one spot I don't know too well. Miracle's Tunnels. I know where it is. I've seen it on the map. I think I might have even fallen through a hole in the ice one time, but I immediately got out of the ice because I felt like I had no business down there. Getting a little spicy. For stun. Finish it. Finish it. I got the heal on myself. This is Battle Cleric basics over here. This one seems a lot easier than the Bloodthirsty was, even though this one's blue. Bloodthirsty was green. Oh, not over yet. There we go. Now it's over. Love that. Funding my cleric habits. Paradots. What do you think happens to a Peridot when you cast it? Does it get like ground up, sprinkled as part of the blessing? What do you think happens? Or does it just vanish? Maybe they like stomp it. Like you know what I mean? It's interesting. Think about that. Think about that while we med some more. Hey, it's been 0 days since the last microphone incident. This marker doesn't really work too well, but it's all right. Yeah, I was muted. I don't remember what I was saying. I was probably bigging up Crack over here, giving him a nice intro, like almost like Jumbotron style. Um, Man, we had such a good streak going. I haven't had a microphone muted while doing a bit incident in a while. Hey, cheers. Anyway, I got 70 mana. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I'm not upset. It wasn't as bad as when I tried to report on the news. Just getting started. So, once upon a time, my settings were such that when I turned the camera on, the microphone turned on. And when I turned the camera off, the microphone turned off. And it's not like that anymore. It hasn't been like that for a long time. So I've pretty much gotten used to turning both on when I need to turn them both on. You know what I mean? But sometimes Well, especially if I'm real excited to say something. I turned the camera on and I started doing my whole thing all excited, and then that's an incident. It might have been an OBS update, or it might be user error. You know what I mean? The problem might exist between the keyboard and the chair. Uh, that's me. I'm between the keyboard and the chair. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Dargul popped. Yup. Grosong gets it. Um, it happened. Anyways, we are in fact just getting started over here. You got to take the bad with the good on this stream, right? For every time that I start yapping with the microphone off, think of all the times I yapped with the microphone on, right? And then you start wondering which is better. Maybe you should go back to muting. Hopefully, you don't think that. Maybe some Windows change to their audio mixer. Maybe 8 potential culprits solving audio stuff. Yeah, I'm still having trouble figuring out how to get like if I was in a voice call or whatever, if I wanted to have a second voice on the stream, I'm not sure how to mix that. I'm not sure how to do that. Every time I had tried on when I was streaming on through the PlayStation, I could not get it. I tried every combination, and that wasn't. I can't even blame Windows for that because that was PlayStation. But just never worked. You would hear either just like it was usually Fardotron. You'd hear just Fardotron or just me. You would never hear both of us, which makes for some really funny interactions, I would say. Um, but I would prefer to have both. Anyway, one of these days I'm going to try. Who knows? Maybe it'll be with Fardotron again. I'll try to get the mix right for a change of pace. Maybe a Sunday Swamptacular or something. Who knows? Rise and grinds are pretty dang early, let's face it. Oh. Blow him up, blow him up. Uh-oh, he's going around the corner. There it goes. Is that really a Dar with no XP? Oh, it's because we're not grouped. Derp. There we go. I play EverQuest. Tell you what, I enjoy it too. Every minute of it, even when I'm low mana. Nuking for kill stealing. Yeah, I would not want to run into any Shadow Knight down here, let alone crack. Look at this. Look at this setup. He's in the Shovel Club. First of all, that's spooky. And I don't know. He's moving like his J boots are fresh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even I'm not ready. Honestly, as a cleric, there's hardly any matchup that seems good to me, right? Let's face it. Like it can't be a melee. It really can't. Um maybe okay. This would be hoping for too much. This isn't even like a real matchup. This isn't even like real theory questing. But if I would actually like to fight like a rogue that uses the keyboard to turn. In that situation, okay, I would fight a melee cleric versus rogue 1v1. That sounds like a favorable matchup. I don't even have a damage shield, but like the strategy would be damage shield yourself, and you hope they shred themselves on the damage shield while you slowly, keep yourself alive with heals. The cleric move is gate. I know, right? Like, no. If in theory, right? This is pretend theory quest because it requires the heavy asterisks of the rogue needs to be like brain dead. You can't have like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have too much going on with this rogue. But if they, if they can't land a backstab, and I could proc the J-Man stick bright and early in the fight, and then switch to this one, the Sarnak Devastator, and I don't know, keep them blind. You know what I mean? It would have to be a rogue. I feel like a monk would be able to just feign death into aggro and get out of the fight easy enough. They would not. They would not go down to a cleric. Rogue might not have an option like that. You know what I mean? If we're down deep in the dungeon, there's nowhere to run. I don't know. Then again, I don't have C and Viz, so all the rogue got to do is hit hide, and I'm cooked. So, you know what I mean? That's why this isn't even real theory questing because it's not good. There's no good situation for me. Get on that Kanos neck. Yeah, I think I had plans for this guy. What was my plan here? Hold on. Does this have vision? No, of course not. Why would the planar hat have any sort of vision? Um yeah, I really have nothing. I think my plan must have been to get a bracer of the hidden. I just haven't done it yet. There's Gob Ilm, but I can't even use the excuse that the other cleric has the C invis because the Gob Ilm needs it too. Um, it's funny. But yeah, the Kanos neck. That one's it's not bad, right? Did it once upon I can't even say once upon a time. It was within a recent history when I first heard about it. It was Ox actually. Ox dragged me through, and it seems like a reasonable quest. So I got rooted. It seems like a reasonable quest. There's no real hard fight. It's just a lot of legwork. I was kind of confused by the whole rat part, but that's the kind of stuff that I like, honestly. So I'm not even gonna complain about the rat part. Worst part was probably that the gnome necro lady in was it West Karana, the biggest Karana. You gotta find her. Oh my god, that probably took the most out of me out of all of the whole quest because I was doing it on Sussy. I was soloing certain steps of it, and then we were gonna do some parts together. Um. Anyway, I ran Sussy out there. This is how I remember it anyway. Maybe I don't know. How I remember it is I ran Sussy out there and tried to kill it, and I almost killed it, and I think I died to dots right before I was able to kill it. And it might have even like poofed after I died, but it might have been that close. It might not have been that close. Either way, I had to run all the way back out there for a corpse run and then find it all over again. So that's why that part was like really tough to me. But I fought it a different way the second time and totally whooped on it. I don't remember what my strategy was the first time versus the second time. Whatever. All I know is I definitely I died the first time. Get away from the farm with scarecrows. You could sense dead or sense summoned. Get her pet. Ooh, Drosong. That's what's up. I like that. I like that tip. You know, with that in mind, I might have to do that on the cleric one of these streams. Hopefully the cleric could solo it. All right, yeah, I'll pass you. Let me heal myself first. You don't have pally all the time to MQ to people. Evil just need wolf form for last turn. Okay. All right. Have Passy up. Haven't done this in a bit. All right. Got one right here. The alternative would be just invis undead yourself and you can get 2 targets easy enough. Like get 1 target and then toggle to your last target. I got one. One coming. I'll let him pull. Because I'm just gonna get rooted and then get stuck there until my passies wear off and then die to 3 of them, right? That's what'll happen if I try to pull. Loot the SK head on the tune you want to fight. And the rest. Okay. Do it on Druid MQ to self. Yeah, that's a good idea. Druid's a lot more, equipped to solo stuff that's not undead. Where does Crack do this? Oh, nice. Oh, we're seeing the secret hall kite. I like it. Yeah, I figured you were saying tune because that's a word that autocorrect generally doesn't like. I've seen it change to room before, so I knew exactly what you meant. That word that we say all the time is surely not what we meant in the context that it would make sense. Surely. I almost rooted it. That would have been fun. See, Crack knows what's up. He took off the root shovel to fear kite. Fear kiting plus root shovel. It's not the combo. A little counterproductive. Big proc at the end. Okay. Is it just me or is that XP bar higher than it was before? I like to believe it. I want to believe. But yeah, anybody who's been enjoying Quarm lately, what's the PvP hot zone right now? What's what's new? What's new on Quarm? Everybody's been talking Quarm. So I gotta know. Last I saw it was what's that Velius one? I can't think of the name of it. I'm so bad at Velius zones. It looked fun. Had the caves with the geos. It must have been Awakening Land. I don't think it was Crystal Caverns. I think it was Awakening Land because I almost said that first, but I was like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm so bad at Velious zones. That was like one expansion I never really got into back on retail. Never had a, I didn't even know what Eye Patch of Plunder was when I played retail, and I played retail for a long time. But when Velious came out, I was very low level, still doing the whole classic and Kunark thing. And then they did the DirectX update. I couldn't log in at all for until it was Planes of Power. Got a different computer and I rejoined Norath. I had a lot of catching up to do, and I skipped right over Velius for the most part. Um, you know, like I said, never heard of Eye Patch of Plunder. I would have definitely liked it, but I ended up getting the planar gloves, which had a clicky haste anyway, right? I think it was probably a higher percent, but maybe I'm wrong. I was a warrior. If anybody remembers those gloves, I think it was planar, unless it was the goats from Gates of Discord. But I'm pretty sure I got the planar ones first, and then got whatever goat clicky I'm thinking of after. Anyway, ancient history. And last time I tried to log on to retail, my account didn't work. So I don't know. Can't even check that stuff because I still had all that in the bank, even if it was outdated. If I clicked it a million times, it's something that I was keeping for sentimental reasons for sure. Yeah, let's go see what respawned. Just gonna start it over here. It's about 7:29 on the Thursday Rise and Grind. These are not numbered, right? It's not like the Thursday Rise and Grind 2025 number 42 or whatever, but it would be because it's been every Thursday all year long, and I know for a fact, and I can prove it via YouTube uploads. I know for a fact the Rise and Grind Thursday morning stream has been going on for well over a year now, straight, continuously. Very consistent like that. I'm like Fippy Darkpaw in this shit. Oh, we got another AM in a row, back to back AMs. So nice on live being able to click from bags. Right, right. That's something hard to get used to if you're used to that. You're in the heat of the moment, you open that bag and you're trying to use some stuff and it's not working. Why not? It's nice to be able to hotkey stuff in your bags and use it from hotkeys and not need to dedicate top slots. Um, you get spoiled by that. Oh, next thing you know, you're running around with a whole bunch of bags. 8 bags. We gotta bring that back as an insult. Um, it's a PvP. Anyway, nothing up there. So we did get an AM repop, and we got a Cavalier still up. It's time to start cleaning these up. You know? And get ready for You know, the next Guck shift will have to take over. I gotta go in a half hour. But who's counting? 40 mana. That's enough to duo some stuff. Okay, I got a question. Does anybody know? Is it just me? Is it something in my settings? My options, probably. That's making me not see effects when I ding. I remember back on Red 99, before I stopped playing, my settings were such that when I dinged, maybe even when other people dinged too, I would see the particle effect, right? I can picture it now. It was like yellow and blue, very bright and flashy and cool. Like a, you know what I mean? What happened to that? Why don't I have that? Is it something to do with my particle effect? Because I have them on density high on for everybody. Player, I have them on density low on for all spells, and I have them on environment and all my. You know what I mean? It's what I'm looking at here. It shows that I should have these, right? What's up with that? Is it something to do with my advanced options? Like, I don't see anything that looks like it should turn it off. You know what I mean? Like that. Did they get rid of it because it's not classic? If that's the case, you know, I'm always all for you know, blindly sweeping changes towards classic, whatever. You know, as long as it's towards classic. So when they start picking and choosing these custom things, it's like, I thought we're trying to be classic. You know, I don't know. It's just, is this something that nobody misses? Is this something other people still have? Is it just me? Like, what's going on with that? I'm at 60 mana. I think it's probably enough to start pacifying near the Cavalier. You don't think you've ever seen on P99 for how long you played on P99? Hard to say what you remember from OG versus P99. Well, um Pickleweed says a Thursday morning Chewy stream. Is it Christmas already? Oh yeah, buddy. Every week on a Thursday. You know. Um. Ooh. Ooh. Love to see that. Happiest of happy names logging in. I'm like, as long as I sneak in before this wizard comes back, as the wizard creeps up, he's right behind me, isn't he? Yeah, he was there. So Drosong, I definitely remember it on red, but it would have been ancient history. We're talking a decade and a half ago. So if it got removed a long time ago, it could be so long now that hard to remember. Creeping Death, what's going on? I'm glad you guys are here. We're just getting started over here. I got me and Big Crack over here are killing names and taking loot. You know what I'm saying? Cavaliers up. This was all like gifts from day shift. I don't know, or night shift. I don't know what was going on over here yesterday. People just leaving stuff all over the place. I'm gonna get harm touched, but it's okay. Not super good. Anyway, I shouldn't burn too much mana because we got a another named kill, and this one's the AM. We got back-to-back AMs, right? I soloed the first one. Now Cracks with me. We'll duo it. We'll duo the repop AM. First one dropped Pants, but I got a good feeling about the second one. Let's go. Let's go reap the bounty of Guck. The assassin and supplier were both up this morning too. Like I said, somebody was messing around in here. Seen signs, evidence. You know, I'm like an EverQuest archaeologist. I study the material remains. You know what I mean? I saw the corpses at the zone line. I say somebody died here, right? I put two and two together. I see player corpses. It's like you can't sneak anything past me. Um, but they were PVE deaths, natural causes, you could say. Two players. One of them got their gear and left a resible corpse. The other one did not corpse run yet. Um, you know, it's just what I see. It's what I've seen. And maybe they were the ones who popped the Cavalier. Maybe they were the ones who popped Assassin Supplier. Maybe they popped the AM. Or maybe it's unrelated. It's too early to tell. Further investigation required. But all I know is I just snagged them shoulders, but it's all right. Crack knows I'm good for it. I'll split the profits down the line. What else? What else can we kill with the AM? Get straight to it. Like I said, I feel good about this one having a robe. Even if it has pants, I'm gonna celebrate like it's very exciting pants, like the best pants you can get for a cloth caster in this zone. And you know what? In fact, it is the best pants you can get for a cloth caster in this zone. So it'll be celebrated as such. In the classic era, you know, it's you got to take what you can get, and better than nothing, better than cloth, even better than gossamer. Drosong has an excellent question. Drosong asks, "How does PvP work on boats? Can you like root someone on a boat and rip them off the boat?" Well, it's not supposed to work on boats. We could test it sometime though. I know there's ways to get some PvP working on boats. Rafts, boats, like you can perhaps if you're off the boat, you can hit somebody on the boat. It might not let you, it might let you. The game is wacky. It's a little inconsistent sometimes. It's supposed to be coded to not let you PvP on the boat on this server. But I've seen some exceptions. Like I'm pretty sure I was able to mess with somebody in the way you're describing with Sussy the Bard. I was able to like somehow interfere with somebody's boat ride. I don't remember specifically what now. Um, I don't think it's supposed to work though. I really don't. I got rooted. Oh my god. Gonna hit the DA now and sit. The root wore off. I didn't wait for crack to be ready or anything. I didn't say I was pulling. I just pulled, you know? If you expect anything other than that from me, then hey, welcome to the stream. I stream EverQuest every Sunday called the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025 um, all year long. I also stream Thursday mornings like clockwork. I'm here. I could be your alarm clock. You know what I mean? Just make sure you're following the stream and have notifications turned on and I guess loud enough. But I'll wake you up at 6 a.m. or maybe even a little before for the stream starting soon screen as I get everything all set up. And of course, I also stream on Tuesdays. That's the only day of the week that is not strictly EverQuest. Ooh, you saw that? You saw the proc plus cast? That was good. Over 1,000 damage right there instantly. Oh, another proc. Ah, so much free D. Free damage. Another proc. Oh, wow. Gotta love it. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Pantsed. Pantsed! You know, Guck provides. I told you I was going to celebrate it like it's the best pants that a caster can wear that you can get in Guck. Ooh, we got him! Hell yeah. We came, we saw, we conquered. We got the pants to prove it. You know that's not getting destroyed. You know that's going straight to the guild bank. Oh, somebody's gonna love these pants. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. There might even be like a gnome out there in Unrest or something that could really use these pants. Speaking of gnomes and Unrest, we were doing a real spooky Ghostbuster style stream last Sunday. Who needs a robe when you got pants? Exactly. I mean, let's face it. If the robe ends a little short and you don't got pants on, I don't think the Freeport guards are gonna like that. You know what I mean? You're gonna run around Kanos in a robe with no pants. A robe that you got off a frog lock that's like yay high. No, that's not gonna fly. You better get these pants first, and then you put the robe. You know what I mean? That's my recommendation. Unless of course you're playing a troll, right? Trolls come with the diapers, and diaper quest is always in fashion. We love that. We love that around these parts. Those troll diapers though, they're a little dingy looking. Quick dip in the swamp. Hey, thank you, Drosong. I appreciate that. Was it the shout out to Diaper Quest that did it for you? Now welcome to the exclusive club of subscribers. The subscriber badge gonna look great next to your name. No more ads for you. LOL, no comment. Yeah. All right. We killed the Cavalier. We got the shoulders. We killed the AM twice. Got the pants twice. A pair for me, a pair for Crack. The fact that Crack's running back tells me there's probably no frenzy up over here to be too excited about. But let's lay eyes anyway. Oh, we got repopsins. What a room. 2 bloodthirsties, my favorites, and a core ghoul wizard. At least the wizard's blue. Always a good time here. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate those kind words. Sentinel. There's no way Sentinel repopped yet. Let's go see. No, I already checked ass up. There's nothing at it. I guess this is our spot. I guess this is where we're gonna finish the stream up. Probably killing Frenzy Room one more time, trying to juice it up for the next Defender of Guck to enjoy. Because flowers roll deep. There's plenty of us. Just because I gotta go doesn't mean the sun sets on the FOH Empire. You know what I mean? Like just because I go to work, that just means more flowers are picking up the torch and flying the banner high. We run this shit, especially Guck. Let's face it. This is the homeland. This is the promised land, even. And by golly, I'm gonna defend it. Anyway, it's been pretty peaceful down here. Last time I saw some players, they came in peace. They offered buffs. That's I'm a sucker for that. I got a soft spot for if a stranger comes to Guck in peace, offering buffs and stuff, or I don't know if anybody remembers one of my first streams. Maybe Creeping Death was there. I feel like Creeping Death might have seen this one. One of my first EverQuest streams. A traveler came through and offered me gems for safe passage You know what I mean? And I love that stuff. You know, keep that coming. Keep the. It was like a flame emerald for safe passage through Upper Guck, and I was like, appreciate it. Hey, Chewy, would you rather lose your sense of taste or taste everything that your skin touches? Wow, that's a crazy question of the day. Um, taste everything your skin touches. That's so crazy. I guess you can prepare for that. I would hate to lose my sense of taste. You know what I mean? Like what a wonderful thing a home cooked meal is. You know, spiced just right. Like it's a wonderful thing. I would never want that. I would never want to lose that. I think I would go with taste everything that your skin touches, and I would just have to be really careful. You know what I mean? You'd have some gloves. Probably default gear set is gonna have to include gloves now. I already wear long pants. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm gonna catch some taste on my shin. Oh shit! But you would taste the gloves. You would taste the jeans. Whoa! But then again, you know what I mean? Like that's a pretty neutral flavor, I guess. Yeah, they'd have to be clean gloves. But you know what I'm saying? Like you could prepare for that. I think I'd go with that. What a great question. Thank you, Zilkaril. Hey Zilkaril, it's great to see you. We're still doing it real big here on Red 99. If you ever wanna, hop in and join us. You know where you know where to find me, when to find me. That's right here on Twitch. Oh man. Zilkaril, why'd you have to point that out? Pumpkin spice gloves. Pumpkin spice. That's a new sentence. If we don't get no tolls, we don't need no rolls, says Crack. Exactly. People got to pay the troll toll to get to Guck. But anyway, I like that. Tolls are. I will accept toll payments in the form of, great buffs. Don't come offering your Shadow Knight buffs. I don't need them. I could cast that. You know what I mean? I need some clarity too. I need some pot G. You know what I mean? Like these are the buffs that I will accept as a toll to get through Upper Dock. Anyway, we got that was a imp skin glove reference. I like pump skin as like pumpkin but skin, and you're tasting it through your skin, but whatever works. I'm gonna pass through these bloodthirsties. I don't know if I even care about these bloodthirsties. I might be able to stay up. I want to kill this core ghoul wizard before the end of the stream. All right. Kill the core. No, my stun was a little late. But yeah, I was thinking about. I don't know. I've said it before, and I should probably just stop saying it and maybe like either do it or not. But I've been tempted to try out the Quorum, see what all the fuss is about. Something to do on it's still EverQuest, you know what I mean? But I don't think I'm gonna do it for Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest. I feel like we got a good thing going. Me and the crew every Sunday. Flowers have been doing it big, and if you want to join us, why don't you be able to join us here on Red? Like, it's not always this low pop. Trust me. Trust me when I say this. If you just watch on Thursday mornings, you might only see low population, but people are still asleep. You know what I mean? The sun just came up here on the East Coast. Let's be fair. Let's be fair about it. It's a weekday. There's a lot of things going against the population numbers right now, but you know, I'm analyzing this with a heavy cope lenses on. You know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to give every excuse I can. That's not like everybody's playing Quarm right now. Or everybody's playing Megabonk. You know, Megabonk's fun though. All right. Once everybody 100%'s Megabonk, and we'll be back to normal. Right? My cope lenses adjusted. Hungry. Well, that's no good. There's some food quick. I don't want to run out of jumping juice, you know? Anyways, we're just gonna start to wind it down now. It's the end of the stream as far as I'm gonna kill this last mob in there. We're gonna met up, yap it up for a few more minutes, so don't go anywhere. Probably try to hype you up for the weekend, right? It's right around the corner. We just gotta get through today and tomorrow, right? And then it's Saturday. And then next thing you know, it'll be the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025, number 42. And I'm thinking we go back to Unrest. Or maybe find another spooky zone. You know, anybody got an idea for a spooky zone for a bunch of EverQuest enjoyers? It was funny seeing me jump so much on Nui after playing Megabonk. I know I was totally like in Megabonk mode. I like had not shifted out of that. Only 40% of the week left, points out Pacer Loco. We're getting there. We're getting there. You know what I mean? After today, it'll be only 20%. That's like you know, in EverQuest math, that's one bubble. You know what I mean? We're right here. We're 3 bubbles deep in the week. You know, we're just getting started. Get through this bubble before you know it. Weekend's right around the corner. COM's pretty spooky, points out Crack. That's an excellent point. And I think it'd be spooky for our level range too. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be real spooky. Even getting there will be spooky. Maybe we'll finish up a little bit in Unrest. Go to the basement or something. Crank through it until it gets a little low, and then move out. We haven't done our underwater stream yet, right? That was a promise. Got still we still got time. The year's not over, but I want to go to Kedge Keep. I've only maybe twice or maybe 3 times. They were all with Salem and Beck and Loragoo. You know what I mean? Like the real kind of original Red 99 shit. Haven't been to Kedge Keep itself. Kedge is very spooky. Doing Befallen appropriate level without a lockpick. Ooh, that sounds spooky. There's so many good options. You know what I mean? What about Crypt of Dalnir or whatever, right? Ishiwatari EQ always suggests that one, and I know that one's got a creepy vibe too, and I haven't been there in so long. We'll figure something out. We can definitely maybe I'll try to find out if I can make a poll on Discord. There's got to be a way, right? Do some sort of like poll option, or even if we vote with reactions or something. Well, there's a way. There's got to be a way. Dalnir's the biggest undercon fest. Oh, that sounds spooky. But I mean, there's a bunch of us. We made it your hangout back in the day when it was super painful. That's what's up. I never I can't say I never went there. I did go there, but I think I was on retail, and I think it was when it was probably they like added made it a hot zone or something. I went back when I had like super duper gear because it was retail, and did it for like hot zone XP grind or something. You know what I mean? Like I never did it in a relevant era. Isora 5 towers, almost all undead. Ooh. From some Zalgaz stuff. Interesting. Interesting. There's so many good options. So many good options. I guess we don't have to play our gnomes, right? It's just some of us have been rocking the gnomes again. But I personally, I got a lot of alt options. Some of them really need XP, even right. Like Saibao, the shaman, really needs XP. Anyway, I'm like, yeah, we're totally killing this bloodthirsty ghoul, and I don't know. I don't know about all this. I'm only at 50 mana, and it's about time to go. I gotta lead a raid. All right, let's go, everybody. Everybody, come with me. Let's go find another EverQuest channel to enjoy EverQuest on. I gotta leave something for Chester and Winnie. They love EverQuest, and you know what I mean. I gotta leave a stream lurk mode. So we're gonna go raid. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get for options here? Mistmore is always a good time. Ooh, it does have a dark feel. It's like kind of the next step, right? If Unrest gets a little old, Mistmore's right around the corner, and you get to enjoy that. Oh yes, let's go. Chris GNV's streaming EverQuest green server. What is this? Is that Chardock? Looks like right next to the bridges there, right? What's going on? Let's go find out. All right. I gotta run, so show some love on my behalf, okay? It's raid time. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you. Tower of Frozen Shadow. It's like haunted. That's an awesome one. We do have a head start on keys. I have a couple keys on one of the tunes. Anyway, see you guys next time. Let's go.